Bill, in your list of common sense success practices, you list a lot of different systems and methods that you employed. They seem to a lot of them be summed up in this one, your practice number 25, model behavior.
I learned that with my daughters, is to model the type of behavior I wanted them to use. One of the things I did when they were young was I would take them to nursing homes and just visit with people and try to make people who had nobody to visit with them feel comfortable. I would take them to a junkyard, and we'd walk through that junkyard and we would look at the cars that had been wrecked, and we'd look inside those cars, and we would talk about the whiskey bottles and the blood that was on the windshield. And I was talking with them about the fact that these people had done something that would have gone wrong, and more than likely they had a bad model for that. In my business, I found out that when I came to work on time, I talked about success, I talked about value systems, that I would model the behavior I wanted my staff to follow. And it was amazing the number of people who would follow the model, because they were looking for someone who's setting a pattern, who has a pattern or some kind of model that they can follow to help them become more successful. I talked about saving money for hard times. I talked about dressing appropriately for the occasion. All of these things kind of sunk in over time with the people, and it was always because we were modeling behavior.
Well, I know this seems obvious, the answer, but I'm going to ask it. Well, what's the difference between going around and doing stuff all the time so people see you and just writing it out and telling them what to do?
Well, writing it out just doesn't add the oomph to it, When you talk about it and when you model it, it's a lot more, well, not only this, you can write something and not ever do it, but if you write it down and then you model it, they're saying, wow, this guy is not only talking it, but he's actually doing it. And so that's the difference between just writing it and hoping someone will pick it up. I wanted to become that model. Why do we buy certain clothes? Because a model models how that shirt looks, or that dress looks, or that hat looks, and we want that.
That's great. I never thought of it that way. That's great.